What does it mean to be a best friend? Best friends come in all shapes and sizes. They're there for you through thick and thin. A true best friend has a heart of gold and is respectful, gives us their full trust. It's important to treat a best friend as good as possible because they are rare and irreplaceable. Most of all, they count on us just as we count on them. Who's your best friend? Mine happens to be a pug. Now you ask yourself, what is a pug? Well, I'm going to let you know, along with their physical features, proper grooming, nutrition, exercise, and training, and how they're going to be your friend forever with proper love and affection. Now, here's a few facts about pugs. This right here, this is Mongo. This is my pug. He was nice enough to model for us today. Pugs are a small breed. They average between 14 and 20 pounds. They are fawn and black in color. That's the most common. Some of them are completely black and some of them are completely white. Pugs are very good-natured. They love other people and other animals. They're stubborn, similar to a young child. They know what they want. They know what they don't want. Say they don't want their bath, but they want their treat. They're comedians. They're very vocal. They definitely will communicate with you and let you know. They're very intelligent. They learn very quickly. Food is the center of their universe. Everything revolves around food. They have a one-track mind. That is the love of their life. Along with you and belly rubs, food is right up there at number one. Pugs do snort and they snore due to their pushed-in noses, so they sound a bit like a pig. And with their curly tail, they even look a bit like a pig. A pug's tail does tell a tale. If it's curly, it generally means that they're happy or excited. If it's straight, it could mean that they're tired or they're upset or they're just, very relaxed. Here's a few of the physical attributes of a pug. Again, this is Mongo. You can see up here that they have the round eye. They have a wrinkle that goes from their nose all the way to their cheek, and that's on both sides. And they have their happy, busy pink tongue and tiny little teeth. They have tiny little feet and a curly little tail. Here's a brief history. These are also some fun facts that I found at dogbreedinfo.com. The pug is one of the oldest breeds known today, believed to have originated before 400 BC. It's believed that they originated from Asia, and they were very popular during the 19th century, the Victorian period. Tibetan monasteries kept pugs as pets, and they were also a pet of royalty in Japan and Europe. Here's another fun fact that I found. In France, Napoleon's wife, Josephine, had a pug named Fortune. On their wedding night, when Napoleon refused to allow the dog to sleep in their bed, Josephine told him, "If the pug does not sleep in our bed, neither do I." And that's kind of funny because my pug always sleeps in my bed, and even with the king-size bed, he does take up the entire bed somehow, and he will take the covers. The AKC recognized the pug in 1885. So going back to the physical features, they do have that nice lustrous fawn coat, the round eyes, the nose, the wrinkle, and their little tail and toes. Now, it's very important to keep them completely groomed from top to bottom to avoid any like matted fur, unhealthiness, and like for example, this is what a neglected pug looks like without proper nutrition or grooming. I actually did cry when I found this picture. I don't know how anyone could do this to an animal, let alone some animal as nice and personable as a pug. It's beyond me, but this poor thing, you can see, you could practically see its bones. You know, it's not cared for. And just to show you the difference, this is a healthy pug with a healthy amount of weight and a healthy coat. So you can really see whoever did that did a number. And it's a very sad, very unfortunate, sad situation. So in order to keep the pug well groomed, there's a few different tools of the trade. This is a brush. This side is more for a long coat, but a pug has a short coat, so I use the softer bristles. And I do brush my pug several times a week because they shed like crazy. They're short hair, but they shed like nothing you've ever seen. So it's very important to keep them brushed. Makes them feel good, and it keeps the mess down, the shedding. These are nail clippers. Their nails can grow, get long and uncomfortable. They're pretty easy to use. You just slide their nail in here. There's a little backing so you know where to stop so you don't cut too much off. And then you clip. I personally bring my pug to the vet because he will go kicking and screaming. He hates getting his nails done, and I just feel like the vet will not hurt him and will do it right, so I do let the vet do it. As far as washing the pug, I like to use this shampoo because it has oatmeal and baking soda. I personally recommend anything with oatmeal and baking soda. It keeps their coat nice and shiny, and they're cuddly like a teddy bear, but also it takes away that wet dog smell, any odors, because pugs are curious creatures. They do get into whatever they can. So it's also very important to keep their wrinkle clean and above their nose because it collects moisture and whatever they get into. So with a Q-tip, you just kind of go from the inside out, and that's very good. Also, to keep their eyes clean is a very important deal. Some pugs' eyes bulge out of their head. Mine is more set in. So you just, again, you take a warm washcloth, wash from the inside out, pat dry, be very gentle. It's important because you don't want them to get certain infections, like they can get eye infections. Here's actually a list. They get allergies, seasonal allergies, yeast infections, like if you don't clean out that moisture or bacteria collects in the wrinkle, they can get that very uncomfortable, itchy, stinky feeling, and they would need antibiotics and a special topical treatment. They can get staph infections as well, and I mean, again, it can get pretty bad and look gross. You can look like crusty circles, lesions, and pimples, and I mean, nobody wants that. You wouldn't want that. Your pug certainly does not want that. They have that small little face. They're very proud of their mug. So it's good to keep them very clean, and if this does happen, to take them to the vet so they can get the proper care and treatment. As far as their mouth, their teeth, That's also very important. Just like us, their teeth is directly connected to their health. So it's good to look at their gums, make sure that their teeth are in order and there's nothing strange going on in there. But take them to the vet right away if there is, because it could mean something serious. You don't want them to get gum disease or their teeth falling out, because it could lead to a lot of health problems, including death. I watch what I feed my pug. I like to keep my pug on hard food. Once in a while, he does get some soft food or gravy in his hard food as a treat. But for the most part, I like to keep him with the healthy weight diet of Beneful. They have a lot of healthy vegetables, vitamins, minerals that the pug needs to maintain a good healthy weight and keep their bones strong and their fur lustrous and shiny and healthy. As a snack, again, I like to keep it healthy. I'll give my pug half of this. Of course, he would take the whole thing if you let him. But half of this is good. This is hearty chicken jerky, all natural chicken. He also likes soft treats, but for the most part, it's good to keep them with like hard crunchy bones or something to that nature, so that when they chew on it, it cleans their teeth. Like even like the little greeny bones or rawhide, it gets that plaque off their teeth, and they're naturally cleaning it. Some people, you can buy a toothpaste that tastes like beef and rub it on their gums and their mouth as well to keep it very clean. It's good to keep them on a feeding schedule. Pick up their bowl when they're not eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and always fresh water, always, because I mean you don't want your pug to go without, especially when it's hot or in the summer. They do have breathing problems. It's good to keep them on a good diet, keep them hydrated, and keep them happy. Along with that would come exercise and a potty schedule. Now, exercise, it's good to walk them a couple times a day because you don't want them to get overweight. Again, there's some very, very chubby pugs, and it's not comfortable for them. They have short legs, they have breathing problems, and they definitely need a short walk a couple times a day, every day. If it's hot out, don't keep them out for very long. Just take them out sporadically throughout the day. You don't want them keeling over or making very heavy breathing sounds, because it's not a good sign. Pugvillage.com, I did find a pretty good schedule for potty training. By making a schedule, that means you take your pug out a couple times a day. Make sure you take the pug out the same time every day, or the same amount of times when they first wake up, before they go to bed, and 15 minutes after they eat. Reward your pug either by a snack, a belly rub, or praising them. Have patience and consistency. Be sure to do it every day so they learn. Just like a child, they will pick up on it after a while. They'll get good at it. Accidents happen. You have to be patient. Let them know what they did wrong, but always reward them when they did right. In closing, I'd like to say that a pug is a small breed, 14 to 20 pounds. What I forgot to mention earlier is they have a life expectancy of 12 to 15 years, but that's something you don't think about. You know, it's the quality, not the quantity. The quality of life is what's most important. They're a small breed recognized by the AKC. They're happy, personable, they get along and love everything and everyone. They're comedians. They're very small, they have a wrinkle, the round nose, the round eyes and the little button nose. Proper grooming, very important. Nutrition, exercise, and training. And they'll be your friend forever with proper love and care, Here's a few sites that I found my information, along with my own personal experience being a pug owner. And in closing, I'd just like to say that always treat your pug like a best friend, like a child, with love and affection, the way you would want to be treated, because they can't speak. You really have to understand they do communicate, and you can develop a bond that will last a lifetime. Just treasure your pug, treat him right, and he'll be your best friend, or he or she will be your best friend forever. Oh, thank you, and have a great day.